Hey everybody, Lisa Freeman here from stampingwithlisa.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm just sitting here on a Saturday morning. I just crawled out of bed and thought I would do a Facebook Live. No, I really didn't. I did put some makeup on. I probably should take my glasses off, but then I can't see. So, usually I just show you my hands, but today I wanted to show you what I look like in case any of you don't know who I am. But I thank you for joining me this morning, and we're going to be doing the Boho Indigo product medley, and I'm going to show you all that when I turn the camera down. So I just wanted to say hi and thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Hey everybody, it's Lisa Freeman here today from stampingwithlisa.com, and I hope you guys are awake this morning and ready to join me for some stamping. We have a lot of stuff to do today, a lot. We're making 8 cards this morning, so hopefully you are ready. I sent out the supply list a couple days ago, so hopefully you got those. I don't know why this is not in focus. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe it's focusing. Let's see. Can you guys see it all right? Let me see if anybody's watching yet. I was worried nobody would be awake this early on Saturday. I was not almost awake this early on Saturday. I woke up and it was like 8:30 and I'm just laying in bed and I'm just like, oh, what a nice relaxing morning. And then all of a sudden I remembered I had to do a video this morning. So I was like, man, I better get up and get moving. So we've got a lot of stuff today. I've got 8 cards using this Boho Indigo medley, which is so pretty. If you haven't seen it yet, it is on page 9 in the big book, big catalog. And you get so much stuff in this medley. I keep wanting to call it a suite, but it's not a suite. I don't know really what the difference between a suite and a medley is, but it's really, really pretty. And you get a stamp set, the Boho Indigo stamp set. You get the dies, the Boho Indigo dies, and most of them I have out because I'm using them today. But you get this cute stamp set and dies, and then you also get a ton of other stuff. So let me just show you. Let me wait a couple more minutes and see if anybody's getting on here. I know I've got several people that are supposed to be doing the class with me, so let's check and see. I know it's kind of early. I was going to do it last night and I forgot. I already had plans last night. My friend Faith came over and we made some really cute cards and had dinner. So that was fun. And I made my first slimline card. I really didn't know what a slimline card was. I had seen a couple of people do it before, but I really didn't understand the whole concept of it. But I found out the cool thing about it is it fits in a regular business envelope. So that's really cool. So, all right. Looks like we've got a couple people on. So, again, it's the Boho Indigo product medley on page 9 in the big catalog. And you get all of these products in, I don't know if you can see that. All of this is what comes in the medley. So, you get the stamp set, the dies, these two. You get a lot more dies than that. I just have a lot out already. So, these 2 things. You get 2 big things of ribbon. One is gold and one is blue. This is like a frayed trim and it's Night of Navy. Then we also have a gold one that's really pretty. It's real sparkly. And then you also get 2 packs of flowers. You've got bigger ones and smaller ones. And then you get this whole big giant pack of paper stuff. So let me show you what comes in here. And if you're watching, please say hello. All right, so you get 48 sheets of designer paper, and it's got other stuff in here with it. Oh, no, this one's all together. Usually the other packs I opened had them all mixed up. All right, so you get, let's see, I think 8 sheets of each one. So you've got that one, that one, that one, one, that one, and this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones. You get 8 of each. Then you flip them over. Whoops. Let's see. On the back, you've got this one, this one, this one. I'm kind of messy here. This one, and this one. Oops, I'm missing one. Wait a minute. There we go. No. Where's the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. And this one. That's probably my least favorite one. But all the rest I love. This is my favorite one, the one on top. So you get 48 sheets of that, front and back. Then you also get all of these extra pieces. So you've got cutouts. So you've got 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and you get 2 of the embossed pieces. There's 2, these are vanilla and they're embossed. So you get 2 of each pattern. So 2 of the flowery, kind of sparkly ones, 2 of the circle diamond kind of ones, and then 2 of the diamond. So 6 embossed pieces, 4 different things with words and stuff on them, and then 2 of the greenery ones. So all that comes in that. And if you just want to get the refill kit, then you just get all of this paper and the flowers. You don't get the ribbon or the stamp set or the dies. So that's what comes in it. And it's on page 9. If you want to order it, just go to my website, stampingwithlisa.com, and I will be happy to take your order. Oh, we got lots of people on here. Diane. Hey, Diane. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Betty. Hey, Kathy. All right. Hopefully you guys got my email yesterday with all the, day before yesterday with all the supplies and stuff. So you can make these with me, but if not, I will be showing you all of the supply list so you can make these later. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And make sure if you go to YouTube, you subscribe and hit the bell so you get all of the notifications every time I do a video. And I will have all the measurements and everything on there. So first card we're doing is this one. This is card 1. And here are the supplies if you want to take a screenshot of that. So card number 1. So we're using vanilla 5.5 by 8.5. The designer paper, which is this one, 5.25 by 4. The embossed vanilla piece, which is one I just showed you. That's this one with the kind of starburst. That is 4 by 2 3/4. And then we've got 3 strips of paper. These are all designer papers in that pack. So I've got one that is 4 by 3/4 of an inch. That's this one. This one is 4.25 by 3/4, and the flower one is 4.5 by 3/4. So we're gonna be doing these. I wanted them to be different lengths. So see, whoops, at the bottom, how they are different lengths. So when we punch them with our punch, they will all come out differently. So first thing we're gonna do is punch these. So you're gonna put it into this punch all the way down as far as it'll go. And you can just kind of check the back. Make sure it's straight. Hold on. My paper curved on me. Alright, so there's that one. And then put this one in all the way as far as it'll go. And make sure it's centered. Oops. And then this one, I could have done them all at the same time. Saved a little bit of time. Okay, so we got all of those punched. You can just throw those away. All right, so here's our 3 pieces. And then we've got the pop-out piece for the words, which is this one. And then we're going to have some ribbon, some of the gold ribbon. And we're going to cut a little piece. I don't really measure it, but I will measure it for you. So you just want it a little bit longer than each side. So this is about 4 3/4, 4.5, 4 3/4 long. Okay, now let's put it together. This one doesn't have much stamping, just the words. So I'm going to put this inside so I don't lose it. Alright, so the only thing that we have to stamp on this one is the thank you. And I have Misty Moonlight for all of my words. And I'm using the thank you from that. So I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. Hopefully my head's not getting in the screen. Oops, that's a little bit crooked. It's hard to do it when you can't look right over top of it, but that's okay. Alright, so that's the only thing we have to stamp for that one. So not too much work involved. Most of the work for this one is cutting. So we're going to start gluing it together. And I've been practicing with my Stamp and Seal. If you guys haven't gotten this yet, it is really, really strong adhesive. The key to it, I had to work with it a little bit. The key to it is to pull it towards you and then lift up. So pull it towards you and then lift up. You don't want to make the check mark like we used to with the other stuff, because then it'll pull it to the side and then it kind of goes wonky on you. So you don't want to do that. Alright, so glue that piece down first. Then we're going to take our embossed piece and we're going to put all these little strips on. And I like to do this with the green glue just in case I mess up. This gives me a little wiggle room so I can move it around. The first one that's going down is the flowery one. And you want to have about 1/8 of an inch of a border around the side. And just hold that for a second. And then we're going to do the next one, which is this one. So make sure you don't put the glue on the wrong side. And flip that over. And put that one down. Hi, Liza. Hi, Kathy. And then we're going to do the last one. So these are all quick and easy cards. I did look on Pinterest, to try and find some ideas. And there were so many great ideas, but all of these are my original cards. So I did not copy them from anybody, which is good, because usually I do. Alright, then we're just going to get a dimensional to put on the back of this. Actually, I think I'm going to do a couple dimensionals. I know my friend Eleanor is going to be like, oh, she's using more than one dimensional. Oh my gosh. They always joke me because I'm like a dimensional Nazi. I always cut them in half so we don't use them all, because I don't like to waste them. And I hate it when you get to the edge. You know how you get all this edge part on here? And I have some of my customers that used to just throw it in the trash. And I'm like, wait, don't throw that away. You can cut these into little pieces and you can use all them too. So don't waste those outside pieces. You can always cut them up and use them too. So good tip there. You don't want to waste if you don't have to. Those suckers, even though they're only $5, you can still get your money's worth out of it. All right, so now I'm going to put the ribbon around the top and then tape it to the back. So I've got maybe 1/2 inch down or so. And just put a little bit of tape. Let's use this one. So just pull it towards you, lift up, pull it towards you, lift up. Oops, that one kind of stuck a little bit. Takes a little while just to get the hang of it. All right, so we've got this. Then I'm going to put more dimensionals on the back of that. And I'll just put one in each corner. And, oops. This one doesn't want to come off. There we go. If you're a stamper, if you stamp a lot, then these little backings to the dimensionals, you'll find them all over your house. And you think, how did they get in the bedroom? How did they get in the bathroom? What happens is they get on the floor, then they stick to the bottom of your foot, and then you just take them with you everywhere you go. So they end up everywhere in your house. I have them everywhere. Okay, put that on, and then we're just going to tie a little faux knot here. And when I do this, I like to leave it on the roll instead of cutting a piece, because it just saves a little bit. Tie just a little single knot, and trim that up a little bit. And there you go. So that's our finished card. And I didn't bring my shimmer paint. You know, I always like to do shimmer paint on everything, but I forgot to bring it in here with me. So I'm going to end up doing the shimmer on all of these after. That's always my favorite thing to add is shimmer paint to cards. The shimmer spray, I mean. All right, so what do you think of that one? First card down. So that was card number 1. You like it? Give me a thumbs up if you like it, or say, hey, love it. All right, we're going to go to the next one. The next one is this one. And I'll put this here just in case you want to do a screenshot of this one. So we've got the card and all of the supplies that you need. So you need a piece of vanilla, 5.5 by 8.5. Get these scissors out of the way. And fold it in half and scored and folded. So that's the first piece. And then I've got the DSP, which is 5.25 by 4. And then we've got a piece of Misty Moonlight. This one is 4.25 by 2 3/4. Piece of vanilla embossed. This is already embossed for you in the pack. This one is 4 by 2.5. And then a cutout for the words. This is the same cutout we used on the last one. You get 2 of them. And then you need a scrap of vanilla to do the vase. And then some ribbon. All right, so let's get started. So for this one, you can go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together. And I hate to waste the back of this because this is my favorite. One of my favorites. All right, so remember, let's go up, up, whoops. And then if it gets caught like that, you have to start it a little bit. Well, there you go. Maybe not. I'm telling you, it takes a little while to get the hang of it. Okay. And then glue that down. But it is super strong. Once you get it down, it's pretty much down. Got a little bit on my finger. Okay, then we're going to be stamping on this piece right here. And we're going to do the flowers up at the top. And I was going to stamp just one time, but I ended up kind of stamping it. I don't know if you can see that. I stamped it once and then I kind of went over and stamped it again. I think I'm just going to do it one time for this one. I didn't really love the look of that, so we'll just do it one time. And it stamps pretty well right on top of this embossed piece, so I was surprised about that. See, it does really well on that, so that's good. All right, and that's Misty Moonlight ink. Oops, I need to do the thank you too. So let's go ahead and do the thank you on this one again. I'm going to move it so it's right under my head so I don't get it crooked again. All right, that one came out much better. It's really easier to see it when you can do it right over top of it instead of trying to hold it away from you. All right, and then the vase we're going to do on scrap paper and pop that out with the Big Shot or whatever die cutting machine you have. I ordered my new one. I just haven't gotten it yet, so I'm waiting on that. Now you don't want this full strength because you want it kind of lighter. So you're just going to stamp off. So stamp once and then on your paper. And there you go. So you have one that's a little bit lighter. So you're going to pop that out with the Big Shot or your die cutting machine that you have. And by the magic of TV, I already have mine done ahead of time just to save some time. All right, now we're going to put that together. So these two go glued together. And I actually, in the original one, had it on this side, but it doesn't matter. If we've got this side, it's okay. All right, let's try the green glue for this one, the Tombow. This one's almost empty. All right. Flip it over. Put it down. And then we're going to pop up the vase with some dimensionals. And just a little tip, when I did all these, I had all the cards laid out. I went ahead and stamped all the pieces together on here, and then I cut them all out at the same time with the die cutting machine because I could cut one of each one at the same time. So that saved a lot of time doing it that way. All right, so I've got my base. And we're just going to put that down. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, this is gorgeous designer paper. I love it. All right, you guys tell me what you think so far. All right, so that's the base, and then we're just going to put this down. Let's do this on here first. We need some more dimensionals. We're using a lot of dimensionals today. I should buy stock in dimensionals, as many as I go through. It's crazy. I know I use a pack a week, at least a pack a week. And then this one, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that in just a second. All right, pull all those off. And put this down. And I put it just a little bit over to the left, so it's not quite in the center, because the words are going to hang off this side. So the words are going to hang off over here. So what you want to do is put a dimensional just behind this piece because it's raised up. This piece is going to be flat, so we don't want it popped up that much. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on this one here and put a dimensional on this other side. Maybe right here and right here. All right, let's stick that down, see what it looks like. There we go. All right, so that's that card. Oops, I forgot something. Forgot the ribbon. All right, so we're going to be using the gold ribbon. Just do a little single knot. Oops. I like this because it's really stiff. It's got a lot of... see how it's kind of stiff? It's not like flimsy ribbon. You know how sometimes you have some flimsy ribbon that doesn't have any strength to it. All right, so I just did a single knot, and I'm going to put a glue dot behind that. And just put that right on my base, like so. And there you go. Try and get it to flip down. For some reason it's popping up. All right, so that's card number 2. So how do you like that one? You guys are so quiet. I think you're still asleep. Can you give me a thumbs up? Oh, I got a heart. Yay. 1 heart. Can I get any more? All right, so on to card number 3. All right, card number 3 is this one. Let me get all this stuff out. And if you want to do a screenshot, let me get everything out of the way. All right, so here are the supplies for card number 3. If you want to take a screenshot of that so you'll know what to cut. Hey, Christy. Glad you joined us. All right, so that's all the supplies for that one. And this is card number 3. All right, so this one doesn't have much stamping. We're going to fold our vanilla piece in half, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. And then I didn't go through them with you. So vanilla 5.5 by 8.5. This piece was 5.25 by 3. This flowery piece is 4 by 3. And then I've got this cutout for the words, and then this sticker is a cutout, and then this is the one I stamped. All right, so we're going to put that together. Oops. I really need a new glue. Let me see. This one's pretty full. Let's use that one instead. All right, so let's put this down right on top of our vanilla. And there is no right or wrong, like up or down to it. You can just put it either way. And let that sit for a second. And then I put this piece on top of that. And maybe about an inch over from the left edge. And kind of in the center. Let that sit for a second. All right, now these are the 2 pop-ups that I got out. This is a stamp. So I stamped this. This is the flower stamp. And again, I did second generation. So I inked it up, stamped it on scrap paper. So I'll show you that real quick. So this is Misty Moonlight again. And I inked it up, stamped it off on my scrap paper, and then stamped it on here. So actually you could do both, because some of them I like dark. So if you want to do a dark one and then a light one, you can do that. So I just did everything on this one sheet and cut them all out at the same time. Makes life much easier than trying to do one at a time. All right, and then the words we're using for this one are a bunch of birthday love to you. And that's going to go right on the middle of this piece. And hopefully that's straight. Looks like it. All right, now we got to put this together. So this is a pretty easy one. So we're going to put this on with dimensionals. But first I want to get that tape on the back. So I'm going to get the ribbon on the back. So I'm going to, that's funny, it looks so crooked. Okay, so it's going to go this way. I'm still struggling with this stuff. It reminds me so much of that other stuff we used to have, the, shoot, I can't think of the name of it. That other tape we used to have. They got rid of it for some reason, because probably that reason. But everybody says this is great once you get the hang of it. All right, I just want to loop this. So I'm just going to cut a little loop. I don't know, maybe like 4 inches. And I'm going to put that behind here. Just with the tape. So you're just creating like a little loop there at the top. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of that. So we'll just do like 4 back here. And then take them off. And put that on the front, right in the center. All right, isn't that cute? All right, and then we've got a few flowers to put on. So we've got, I'm gonna put the lid back on here. All right, we've got these flowers to put on there. So I'm gonna do a dimensional on the back of each of those. And put this one down here at the bottom, like that. And then this one will go on the side. I have a million of these little back pieces already. All right, so this one, let's see. Let's put it like right, maybe a little bit. No, it's going down. Let's put it right there. Okay. All right, so that's that one. How do you like that one? You guys are so quiet. You need to start talking. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. All right, so we're halfway through. That is card number 4. All right, on to the next one. Oh, wait a minute. That was card 3. I'm sorry. This is card number 4. So here is the supply list for card number 4. I thought we were halfway done. Almost. This one's an easy one. So this one you've got Misty Moonlight, 5.5 by 8.5. The Flower DSP, which is 5 1/4 by 4. Another piece of Misty Moonlight, 3.5 by 2 3/4. And the Vanilla, 3 1/4 by 2.5. And then we're using linen thread and a crumb cake blend, which I did not bring with me, so we'll just skip that part. I forgot it. I just used it to do a little bit of sprinkles on there, but you can't really see them, so that's okay. All right, so we're going to take the Misty Moonlight, fold it in half, and then glue down this flower piece. My neighbor's got a motorcycle. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's really loud. So gloomy today. It looks like it's going to rain later. All right, so get that down, and then this piece we're going to stamp. the vanilla. So I've got, let's find the right base. Let's see, here we go. All right, we're using crumb cake for the base. And I think I stamped off for this because I didn't want it so dark. Yep. All right, so we're going to stamp off and then stamp on the card stock. So it's a little bit lighter. And then we're going to do the flowers on top of that. Oops, not these flowers. These flowers with the Misty Moonlight. I was originally going to do this class here, and then because of the COVID, I decided it was just going to be too hard to do this many cards, you know, at my house, and a lot of people didn't want to come still because of, you know, what's going on. So I said, well, I'll do it online first, and then in October, I'm going to have the real class here. So if you did not get the supplies ahead of time, I am going to have just the refill kits for everybody, and we'll do it at my house next, in about a month or so. So if you didn't get it, it's not too late. You can still get it. And I'm going to put this on YouTube, like I said. So if you want to buy the kit and then make it later, you can do that too. All right, so we're going to stamp the flowers here. And I'm going to stamp them once, and then I'm going to kind of like turn it a little bit and stamp it again. So I've got more than one set of flowers like that. Okay, so you got first and second generation on that. Then we're going to glue these two together. And put that down. And then I wanted to do the sprinkles on here. What you do is you just take a Stampin' Blend. So I was going to use the crumb cake one. You take the lid off, and then, uh-oh, I got ink on there. So we really should do it. Let's do it with this one instead. Let me take the light one. Hold on. And I'll show you what I mean. So this is the lighter one. All right, and you just tap it on the lid or something else. Let me get a pen. That'll work. And you get little sprinkles on there. I like it with the crumb cake though. Oops, hit it too hard. You don't want to hit it too hard, just sprinkles. So I got one big blob there. But it gives it a nice little sprinkly effect on there. I think that's cool. So that's just a little trick for you if you've never tried that before. Don't hit it too hard though, like I did. All right, and then we need to tie a bow with the linen thread. So hopefully, I think almost everybody has linen thread. This does not come in the kit, but I use linen thread on a lot of stuff because I love it. So I just do a double. Every time I do a bow with the linen thread, I do it double. So I've got two pieces that are, let me measure it for you, about 7 inches. And so I've got two pieces together. I'm just going to make a little loop, wrap it around, pull it through. Oops, kind of lost one here. All right, and then you just mess with it. You kind of hold the center knot and pull it back and forth until you get it to look like what you want. So I want it about like that. I think it looks better when it's a double knot because it just gives it more pizzazz. A single one just looks kind of pitiful. So then snip it so they're all even. And put it on here with a glue dot. And I just always touch whatever I'm using to the glue dot, and you might want to just curl it up just a little bit and then stick it on. If you try to get the glue dot off with your finger, and then it just sticks to your finger, so it's hard to get it on anything else. So stick it on there, and then we need some dimensionals again for the back of this. I'm really bummed I got ink right there. I'm gonna have to find some. Oh, thank you. I got a stamp thank you. That'll cover it. See, there's always a way to cover up your mistakes. That's what I love about stamping. You can always do something to cover those mistakes up. All right, so let's get the thank you, and we're gonna stamp right over top of that mistake. You won't even see it. There we go. Pretty smart, huh? Hey, Deborah. I'm glad you remembered. I almost forgot about today, too, and I'm the one doing the class. I was laying in bed this morning just relaxing, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I gotta get up. I gotta do a class. Luckily, I had everything ready yesterday, so I didn't have to do anything today but grab the box. So that's my ribbon. Puts our dimensionals on there. And Deborah, if you missed the first three cards, you can go back. I'm going to have it taped, so you can go back and do those. All right, and put that right on the front. So this is a super easy one, and I love that ribbon. I think the speckles look pretty good in blue, except for that one little teeny blob I did, but that's okay. The ribbon kind of covers that. All right, so now we're halfway done. Yay. Are you having fun yet? Everybody having a good time? We've got several people joining us now. Good. Okay, so now this is card number 5. And this is what I did. I put them all in little packets. So I had time to get the first 4 ready, but I didn't get this one. If you want to take a screenshot of that one while I get everything out. So this one, we've got to punch out all these little pieces with the rectangle postage, what's it called? Rectangle postage stamp punch. All right, so we're going to do 4 of these. So this is the punch. This is one of my favorite new punches. And it's in the big book, and it's on page 168. I wrote the pages on here so I wouldn't forget. We're also using the small bloom punch, which is on page 156, sorry. I'm dyslexic there. And then we're going to be using pearls and a sponge. So this one has a lot of extra things. All right, so for the rectangle punch, you've got to do 1 out of each piece. So I'll have 1 of those. One of my favorite flower one. One of, I could probably do these at the same time, I guess. Well, I don't know. I won't do that. One of this one. And one of this one. All right, so you need those 4 pieces. And that's all we need with that punch. And then you also need 2 of the flower punches, and I'm using this one for the flower punches. So just push those in there and get 2 of those. All right, so that's all we need with the punches. I think that's all we need for this punch. Oh. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is sponge this piece right here with the Misty Moonlight. So I'm just going to take a little bit, do it real light, dab it off, and then just kind of go over the embossed piece. And it's just going to pick up a little bit of blue just to give it some color, so it's not just stark vanilla. And if you're doing it really light, it should pretty much just go right on the embossed part, not the whole thing. I think that looks pretty like that. All right, so that's all you need the punch for. And the only thing you're stamping on this one is the word again. We've got a lot of thank you cards here. I was trying to use stamps that were just in this kit, in case you just have just the kit with you. You can use, of course, any words that you want to. I know a lot of people always like to do birthday cards. All right, we're going to do this thank you right here in the middle. There you go. That's all the stamping we need for that one. Thanks, Deborah. I'm glad you like that one. Oops, let's put this back in. All right. So let's put it together. So fold your crumb cake in half. And then you're going to have your Night of Navy. This is Night of Navy. We're going to glue that down. I don't know why I flip it over. It's the same on both sides. Do you guys do that? Like you have a piece of cardstock and you flip it over and put the glue on even though both sides are exactly the same? That seems silly. All right, then, oh no, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put the ribbon. Well, we'll just put the ribbon around this piece. All right, so let's put all these pieces on here. So we've got this one, and then this one, and then this one, and this one. So you want to make sure the edges line up to each other. And I like to use the green glue for this one, the Tombow, just because if you mess up, you have like an extra minute to move it around. Not a minute, but maybe like 30 seconds. So put that down. Make sure you get it straight. Make sure you're putting the glue on the right side. And it's hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. It's like walking in chewing gum. All right, let's glue these other two down. I said, I don't know how long it's going to take to do this class this morning. I was thinking maybe like 2 hours, but I think I'm doing pretty good. It's only been 40 minutes and we're on the 5th card, so I'm thinking maybe an hour we'll be done. Oops, almost glued down the wrong side. See, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. All right, put this one down. And they should, all the edges should match up. All right, and then the thank you goes down at the bottom. Right about there. I love these colors. The Misty Moonlight is one of my favorite ones of the new in colors. And all these papers are so pretty. Now these go on with dimensionals. So we're going to get these dimensionals out again. Put one right in the middle of each one. And then put those on the side. Oops. Like that. And then we want a pearl on the middle of each one of those. So I'll just grab one of these. We're using the big ones. Put that right in the middle. Get another one, put it right in the middle. Okay. Almost done. Now we got to do the ribbon. Alright, so for the ribbon, I'm going to use this. Does not come in the kit. This is the Misty Moonlight ribbon, which is one of the in colors. And it comes in the in color ribbon set. That is on, let me see, did I write it down? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Page 160. So if you don't have it, it's on page 160. All right, we're going to put a piece right across the middle here and tape it to the back. I lost my scissors now. Oops, there we go. And I'm just going to use some regular old adhesive. I've got to practice more with that seal tape until I get the hang of it. All right, so we've got that across the middle. Then we're going to glue that down. So anybody do anything fun today or this weekend? It's not quite Labor Day. This is the last weekend in August, though. I can't believe summer's just about over. And school will be starting in about a week. That is crazy. This summer has gone by so fast. And I feel like I didn't even do anything except stay in the house. I don't know about you guys, but I'm over this coronavirus. I'm ready for it to be over so I can stop wearing a mask. It's too hot. Plus, I like to see people smiling. When I go out, I smile at everybody and like to see people smile back. And now, it's like you smile at somebody, they don't even know you're smiling unless your eyes kind of squinched up a little bit. But I miss seeing people's faces. All right, so do your ribbon, your bow like that. Did I do it too fast for you guys? I know I have a lot of people in my classes that can't do bows, so I have to do them for them. But that's okay. I love all my customers, so I don't mind. All right, so let's put a glue dot on the back of that one. And put that right in the center. And there you go. All right, so that's card number 5. So how do you like that one? Anybody got a thumbs up for me or a heart? Show me what you think. All right, thank you. Now to the next one. I'm running out of room here. All right, card number 6. So let me put this one out for you to take a screenshot if you would like. Get all my trash off the page. All right, so there's the supplies. So you need a piece of crumb cake, 5.5 by 8.5. And then a piece of the vanilla embossed. This one is 5.25 by 2. And then a piece of Misty Moonlight, 5.25 by 2.25. A piece of the designer paper, which is, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 5.25 by 2. They're the same. Same length. And then we've got a bunch of cutouts. So you need the fern looking one. I don't know what that is. Like a palm leaf, maybe? And then we've also got the vases and the flowers that we're going to be using. So those you need to stamp and punch out. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and you need some pearls too, and some little flowers and some ribbon. Excuse me. All right, so fold that in half. And then this piece just goes down right on to your crumb cake. So use the green glue again. And just put that right down on, not quite the edge, it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Give it a good little rub. All right, then these two pieces go together. And I don't think there's really an upside or downside. And I am matching this to the top and the bottom, so it's the same length, but different width from the back piece. And I think mine is just a little teeny smidge over the edge, so I'm just going to trim that. Oops. All right, so we've got that. Then we need to wrap some ribbon around it. So I've got a piece of ribbon that's going to go around here. And when I'm just doing one piece, I just keep it right on the roll. Wrap it around to where I need it. Tie a knot. And I love this frayed look. I think it's nice. It looks kind of like denim jeans, you know, when you have your favorite pair of denim jeans that's just starting to fray a little bit. Remember that group that was called The Fray? You don't hear much from them anymore. I used to love that group. What was the song that they used to sing? I can't even remember. It was on Grey's Anatomy, I think. They used to play it on Grey's Anatomy all the time. All right, so cut that. And, oops, one side's longer than the other. Okay, so now we've got this right near the top. Maybe put it down about 1 inch or so, 1.5 inches. Okay, stuff sticking to my finger where I have glue. All right, let's get all that trash off of there. Out of the way. All right, so now we're going to glue down this piece. over here on this side, and it will overlap just a little bit, but that's fine. I want it to because I was afraid there would be a gap. So just make sure you line it up very good with that other side here and in the top and the bottom. All right. Now, what you want to do is stamp. We're going to need to stamp another one of these, except in blue, and then one of these in the crumb cake, and then another flower. So you're going to stamp all of these, and then we're going to punch them out with the Big Shot. And I've already done that ahead of time, just to save time. So I've got all these pieces done already. So I'm going to glue this one straight down. And I want to put this fan on with dimensionals. I guess it's a fan. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm not very good with some plants. Maybe a palm. Is palm? Is it a palm leaf, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so that's going to go right underneath this. So we're going to put this down and then slide that right underneath. And then just hold it for a second. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So hopefully that'll stay right there. All right, then this one I did put on with dimensionals. See, we're just flying through those dimensionals like crazy. And I cut them in half so they'll go longer. And then I should go ahead and put these on. These are dimensionals too. Put two little half ones on there. Okay, so this one first. Okay, so this goes here, right next to it. And then we want to put this down. Oops, I forgot. I'm going to trim this off a little bit. So let me find my scissors. So we're going to stick it down. I think I'm going to trim some more off. Hold on. It was too long and I didn't stick it behind it. So yeah, I want it to kind of curve to the side. So we're going to put it like that. Okay, put a little bit of glue on the back and just put it off to the side here. And the flowers are going to cover that, so you won't even see it. And then we're going to put the flowers right here. Maybe a little bit higher. There we go. So you don't even see where the bottom of that is coming out. All right, and then on the other one, we're going to put two of the little teeny flowers that come in these bags. So you have two different sizes. There's the large one and the small one. So I'm just going to get one of each. And they already have these little wooden circles on them. And then you just have to put a little glue dot on the back. So just grab your glue dots. And pop those off. And then I put one like right in the middle. And I put one off to the side a little bit. Like so. All right, and then I put pearls on the other little flowers. So let me get my pearls back out. I'm just going to use my scissors to grab these real quick. So these are the smaller pearls, and I just put one in the middle of each flower. And your take your pick tool is good for doing this too, but I just didn't. I need to get two of them, so I have one in here and one in my other room. All right, so there we go. That is card number 6. We've got 2 more to go. So this is pretty good. You're going to have 8 cards in 1 hour. Uh-oh, actually, I've only got 6 minutes, so I'll probably do 7 cards in an hour. So it'll take a little bit more than an hour. All right, card number 7. You guys are so quiet. I hope you're not falling asleep watching this video. All right, here are the supplies for this card. So again, you need your vanilla, 5.5 by 8.5. Night of Navy, 5 by 3 3/3, sorry. The DSP flower piece. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I don't know why. Oh, I know why that's in there. This piece is 3.5 by 3.5. And then we've got this little piece, which is 3.5 by 1.5. And then we've got a strip. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Here it is. I got it. Woo, thought I forgot it. All right, a strip of Night of Navy. This is 4.25 by 1/2. Then we've got the cutout for the words. And we've got a piece of this paper that we're going to punch out our flowers from. And that's it. Let me put everything back. I have like 3 sets of everything in here just in case I messed up or needed something else. Okay, so let's take this away. Hopefully you got a screenshot of that. And we're going to start with our vanilla folded in half. And we're going to glue onto this Night of Navy piece these 2 pieces. So we're going to have the flower piece at the top. Oops. Just put your glue on the back of that. And put that down at the top, leaving about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. And then this piece at the bottom. Just put that right down at the bottom, and it overlaps just a little bit. That's okay. And still have that border there. All right, then we're going to glue this down. And whenever I put 2 pieces together like that, I always like to have some ribbon or a piece of cardstock or something to cover that seam. So that's why I put this little piece of the Night of Navy across the middle. I probably could have done it just from here to here, but I put it all the way across. So I think I'm going to put glue dots on the edge just to give it a little bit of extra sticky. Make sure it doesn't come off. And then glue the rest of it. So we're going to put that right across there. Make sure you get it straight. Okay. All right. All right, then we're going to do the words. So the words we're using are A Bunch of Birthday Love to You in the Misty Moonlight. Stamp that right in the middle. And then we're going to sponge that just a little bit around the edges. So get that sponge out again. Make sure this is dry. You don't want to smear it. And then dab it off and then sponge right around the edge. And there's a little hole there. In case you want to put ribbon through there, you can do that. I'm just going to put a bow right on top of it so you won't see it. Alright, so sponge all the way around like that. And then close your ink pad. And then we need to pop out a couple flowers. So I'm using that flower punch again. And you want to get one and put the flower part in the center. So just look where you see a flower and do it right in the center. So there's one. And let's do one right here. See, I've got the flower right in the middle of that flower I'm punching. All right, so we're going to put this piece on with dimensionals and the flowers on with dimensionals. Oops. Good thing I have lots of dimensionals, huh? So just put them all over. And I'm kind of getting carried away with these dimensionals today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I usually don't use so many. All right, so let's put this down. Then we're going to do another bow with the linen thread. Now, if you're doing this with me, I know I'm probably going too fast for you, so I apologize. But I didn't want to just have, you know, I didn't want to just be sitting here waiting for everybody and then have a lot of dead time. So you can go back and rewind and replay all you want to later. All right, so put that on there. Then put the 2 flowers down. So we're going to put one about right here, and then one next to it. Oh, I think I just heard thunder. All right, and then we're going to put pearls again. I love these pearls. Whoops, wrong thing. So grab a couple more pearls. Whoops, that one wants to get away. Put that right in the middle. I love pearls. Have you guys seen the pearls that are in the holiday mini? The one that has all the little jewels with it. They're so beautiful. I love it for the poinsettia set. All right, and then we're going to do our bow again. So get 2 pieces that are about 7 inches each. And I just kind of guesstimate. I don't really measure. All right, we're going to tie our double bow. So make your loop, hold it tight, wrap it around, pull it through, and then play with it. So just hold that. The secret is holding that knot tight while you're pulling the 2 bows, the 2 loop parts. And then once you get it where you want it, then you're all set. And then just snip your ribbon. Like so, and then we're going to put that down with glue dots. So if you don't have glue dots and dimensionals, you are missing out because you really need them to make your cards look better. I'm going to put that right in that hole so it'll cover it. All right, so there you go. So that's card number 7. And we're almost done. We've got one more card. This is the last one. Can you believe it? Hey, Allie. You have this stamp set too? So you must have the whole thing. So you can do all these cards too. So that's awesome. All right, so let me put the supplies down for you. So you can take a screenshot of that. This is card number 8. So we've got Misty Moonlight, 8.5 by 5.5. A piece of the embossed vanilla. This is like the starburst one. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I've got this cutout for the words. And then I've got this vase, and this vase, which I already stamped and cut out. And then we've got these cutouts for the vases. So we've got like a palm leaf, I guess. I don't know what these are. This one looks like a spade on a card. But these are the 4 that you need. Excuse me. I got this cough because I was taking my medicine yesterday. And you know how sometimes stuff goes down the wrong way and then you start like choking on it? And I was like coughing and coughing for about an hour after that happened because I just felt like it was still stuck in my throat. And it's still bothering me a little bit today that it just feels like it's still something stuck down there. But anyway, enough about that. So, all right. So let's put this all together. The only thing we have to stamp are the words. You're going to fold this in half. And then glue this down. And I love these embossed pieces. That's so nice that they're already embossed for you. You don't even have to do anything. The only work that you really have to do is with the vases. Just stamp and cut them out with the die cutting machine. All right, so this one I put down flat. And I put the, this one in back of it. Well, I put this one first. Where is it? I lost it. Here we go. Put this one. Like so. And then this one behind it. And then we're going to glue that down. So I'm going to put a little glue on the back of that. I should have used like some tape. That probably would have held it better. I'll put tape on the next one. Alright, so just put those down in there. And just hold them for a second. Okay, and then for the next one, I'm going to do this one next. We're going to put this one on the back. So I'm going to use just some snail adhesive and put that on the back to hold it. Alright, so put that on there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of regular glue too. Alright, and you want to put that over maybe about an inch from the first one. Yeah, Deborah, I know it's not like being there with me, being here with me. I'm sorry, but I will have this class in October if you want to come. And then this one's going to go on with dimensionals, which I keep losing. All right, so let's just cut a couple more of these. Put that on top. All right, so this one, we want to put this behind it, but I didn't want that whole thing. So what I did was I cut it. I just cut the stem off, and then I cut down to like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut here. I cut these off on one side. Just trim it like that, and then on the other side I cut to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut it here. Sorry. Don't you hate that feeling when you feel like you got something stuck in your throat? Alright, so that's going to go on the back of this. And I put it kind of down far in there. Let me take that dimensional off and put it underneath. Let's put some tape under there. Okay, let's stick that back on. Alright, so then we're going to take that off, put it down in the middle, so it's overlapping the other two. And I put it down just a little bit. Okay, then we want to do our thank you, and we want to stick that underneath. So what I did was I stamped the thank you on here first. I lost my thank you. Oops, here we go. Alright, so the thank you is going to be in the Misty Moonlight. And do it all the way to the right edge. Alright, and then I wanted it to fit in here behind this, so I snipped it off about right there. But then I didn't like all of that extra stuff. So what I did was I trimmed it down. So I just had the original gold piece showing. So you trim both sides and just follow your line. And then trim this at the edge. Alright, so it's not perfect, but that's okay. It's almost perfect. Alright, so now it does fit in there and still stays on your card front. So we're going to put that down with just regular tape. And stick it right under there. So where there's a will, there's a way to find something to do. All right, so then you see all these little dots I have on there? Those are pearls. So what I did was I took my blend, my Stampin' Blend, the Misty Moonlight one, and I colored the pearls. So I use not the brush tip, but the other tip, and just color them all. Because I found if I use the brush tip, it kind of messes it up. So I like to use the other one. So just color these. Oops, I didn't want a big one. And I want about 5 of these, so you can do them ahead of time, but they do dry pretty fast, so it only takes a second to dry. But you could do a whole sheet of these ahead of time if you wanted to. So you can make these any color you want to just by using your Stampin' Blends, and they will not rub off. So you can rub it and it's not coming off. I love that. Because you know they don't make the pearls in every color. They only make them in vanilla. So now you can make them any color you want to. And I probably should have done this ahead of time so you don't have to watch me. I was trying to keep this under an hour, but I really didn't think I would. Even though I did skip stuff and do it ahead of time. So it wouldn't take quite so long. Alright, so I'm going to put these down like in between some of the flowers. So there's a flower there. And then there's one right here. And one right here. And they're still so shiny and pretty. Let's do one here. And one more. Let's see. Right here. So there you go. Alright, so that's the last card for today. So that's 8 cards using the Boho Indigo medley. I hope you enjoyed all these cards. And hopefully, if you have this kit, you will do them. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up, a heart, or whatever you like. If you're watching this on YouTube on a replay, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you can get notified every time I do a video. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me so early this morning. Oh, good. I got a lot of hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, girls. I'm so glad you came with me today and watched this. All right. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And stay safe. And wear those masks when you have to. Oh, I did find a trick with the mask, though. I did put a video up the other day. I found that if I put a drop of peppermint oil inside my mask, the cheek part of the mask, it makes it a whole lot better to wear. So I have to wear them at work all day long. So if you have to wear a mask at work or anywhere you go, put the drop of peppermint oil or any kind of oil that you like inside the cheek. Let it dry for a second and put it on, and it really does help. So that's my tip for the day. So have an awesome weekend, and I'm so glad you guys joined me early this morning. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.